Hello, my name is Tamana here, and I'm here on behalf of VOD Talks at the screening of Going Home by Mashrur Parvez. We are in Brick Lane right now at the Close-Up Cinema, and we have lots of people to talk to, guests, actors alike. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening today.
তাকিও না, আমার দিকে এভাবে তাকিও না। নিজেকে প্রশ্ন করো, কতজনকে তুমি খুন করেছো?
Why don't you answer?
Be careful, Farah. Because everybody lies.
অনেক দিন ধরেই তোমাকে দেখছি না।
And yet nothing has changed in the last 47 years.
সেজন্য আমাদের প্রথম সাহায্যকারী দেশটিকে ধন্যবাদ জানাতে হয়।
I hate to admit it, but I was wrong. We gave everything we had to restoring this nation.
দেশ কি, জাতি কি, মানুষের চিন্তা শক্তি সবসময় সত্যকে প্রকাশ করতে পারে না। সময়ের সাথে সাথে তার সব পরিবর্তন হয়ে যায়।
That's why we're here. It takes more than luck to run a country.
তোমার মত আছে, যাকে গুলি করে তার মৃত্যুদণ্ডাদেশ কার্যকর করার নির্দেশ দেওয়া হয়েছিল। যায় আসে না।
প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে, আমি তাই করি যে আমাকে নির্দেশ দেওয়া হয়, ঠিক তোমার মতোই।
And here is the famous director himself.
Whoa, what an introduction. Hi, everyone. This is my second feature film, Going Home. We just screened it, and I'm absolutely ecstatic with the response. And I've been making movies for quite some time. My name is Mashrur Parvez, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, I just make movies.
You love movies, and that's your thing.
Yeah, I just realized I have a regular day job working in the IT industry, and I totally forgot about that now that I'm talking about movies. I wish I could be doing this full-time instead, but filmmaking doesn't pay as well back in Bangladesh. It's not like the Indian film industry. You need to work really hard or get stupidly lucky to earn a good chunk of change from the Hollywood.
Yeah. No, you've got the passion, and we can really see it through the film.
Right.
So that's really shown through the film. So generally, we've just finished watching it.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Because I know how I'm feeling. I've been sitting there thinking, oh my God, I wish it didn't end.
Well, that is one of the best compliments you can receive as a filmmaker. And I will say this, I feel high in the best possible way. It's better than, getting off on any drugs or anything. But saying that, I knew the audience was going to have two responses to the film. There are going to be those individuals that absolutely will love Going Home. That happened. And there are going to be those individuals that won't understand what the film is, what all the hubbub is about, because there's a surface level story to it. And it makes sense, but it's not like, what's the big deal? But then there's the layers beneath the surface level, and if you don't crack that, well, I can see why a lot of people would be like, oh, it's just another experimental film. Which, as the writer and director of Going Home, I don't consider it to be experimental. When I was writing this story, I wasn't trying to be edgy or anything. I was just trying to tell a very personal story that happened, not in particular, but a bunch of memories from my 20s that I've sort of mashed all together in one plot.
I'm sure you'll be doing really, really well on some big screen somewhere in the world.
I mean, that's lovely. If I get to make even bigger budget films, that's great. But to me, as long as I get to make movies, which I know I will, I'm happy. I'm already content with what God has gifted me in this life. So, yeah.
And what is the key messages you wanted to show in this film?
That's a good question. I honestly don't lecture people. It's not my style. So more than anything, going home was trying to ask myself the question that all the sacrifices I've made to get to where I want to be, was it worth it? And I feel this question is universal, so different people would have a different response to it. I know for myself, I'm very happy that I don't live in the UK. I get to go back home to my family, and unlike the main character of the movie, it's not a spoiler, he doesn't get to go home. You know what I mean? I mean, you've seen the film, so yeah.
And why did you bring it to London, of all places, to be the first?
Okay, so we have to go a bit into my backstory. My first feature film, Ryan, did a lot better in New York than it did in Bangladesh. So from the audience response in New York, I decided to, whatever happens with the next feature film, obviously a tentpole for me is to release the film theatrically in my home country. But I have to have an international release as well, not just one screening. That's why I focused more on the international distribution this time. And it just happened because of business dealings that UK picked it up before North America did. I'm still in talks with Australia, not sure about that, but if it releases in Australia, it would be the last continent for the film to travel to, after the Bangladeshi release, of course.
And what is the future of yourself, this film? Have you got a part 2, part 3?
Oh no, Going Home's done. There's no that. Wow, you're good. Yeah, these are really, really hard questions. Going Home is a spiritual sequel to my first film. You don't have to watch the first film to get this, but I do believe after people watch this film, they'll want to watch the first one. It works both ways. But yeah, that journey's over. The character of Ryan, he's done. I don't ever want to see him again. I want to move on to different stories, and I'll eventually make another. I'm already working on something right now in terms of script, but for that to be released theatrically, it's going to take 3 to 5 years. I take this time. I never go 1 or 2 years. I take a lot of time. I don't know about acting, though. I've been getting a lot of offers. Not a lot, a few. I'm not going to make shit up. I've been getting a few offers for acting, but acting isn't my game. But if it pays well enough, why not?
Not your game. Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I think it's your game.
I mean, I'm not passionate about acting.
Yeah.
You see, your question your reaction just made me go wait, what? I only acted this character because the Ryan character is an amalgamation of myself and other people I've met throughout my life. So it didn't really feel, acting.
You felt like yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was sitting in the edge of my seat thinking, what is he going to do next?
Whoa, that's...
So I don't think you realise the impact it had on us audience members.
I mean, I've been getting good reports from everyone that's watched the film or even my previous work, and I've been getting this acting thing, this knock, ever since I did my first feature. But again, I'm not passionate about acting unless it pays me really nice. I wouldn't do it. So maybe people might see me earlier before my third feature film will come out as an actor. But again, that depends entirely on the financial side of things. If they pay me well, I wouldn't do it for free.
You gotta live. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not just live. You got to pay me well, because I'm not desperate for attention. I don't care about acting. It's a job for me at the end of the day. You pay me right, I clock in, I clock out, I go home. I'm passionate about direction. I'm passionate about the movies I make. That's why I can confidently say 3 to 5 years down the line, there will be another feature out, and it will have an even wider release than this one. And I'm in no rush to meet some kind of arbitrary deadline thrown at me by some studio.
What are you hoping for this next generation? So, you've got your film, you've got a lot of themes in there. How do you attract the generations that wouldn't watch your film?
I don't think I have to encourage anyone. If film is your calling, and this applies to anything you're passionate about, you're going to do it regardless of what I have to say. You don't need advice. If you need advice to do what you love, then whatever it is that you think you love, it's temporary. It's not your real love. So for me, I've been at this game for quite some time. I won't say it's been a stupidly long amount of time, but I'll still be here 2 decades away, 3 decades away, after more hurdles or less hurdles, whatever happens. For filmmakers, it's very important to be patient, and there is a quotient of luck, and you can't control this element. I like to think of it as a metaphor. The only control you have as a filmmaker is the number of times you knock on a door. So the door over here would be the big time, you know, how you get your films to the big screen. For me, that's the end goal. I don't care too much about OTT platforms. They're great. I mean, times are changing, but that's a side mission for me. I'm old school in that sense. So you knock on the door as many times as you can. Yeah.
No, and that's exactly what it is. So now your film is going to be out on the 30th of September, yeah?
Yes.
You want to promote your film?
Yes, absolutely.
Why should people come and see your film?
Well, because first of all, you'll be supporting the Bangladeshi film community, but you don't have to be part of this club to enjoy Going Home. You can be anyone who has an appreciation for good cinema. I promise you, Going Home will be a film that you'll think about the next day afterwards. And as far as the screenings are concerned, we are coming to Genesis in Maryland. That's the theater that I'm most excited for because it's the theater that has a lot of history going for it. And 3 Cine Worlds the first week and a View in Birmingham. I believe the complex is called Star City. Yeah. Hopefully we get to expand afterwards and move to Ireland.
Well,
see where things go from there.
It is a big journey to go on, and I'm sure you're well away on your journey. But thank you very much for your time, and thank you for coming to the UK and showing us your film. Thank you. And I'm here at the wonderful Tea Exchange with the main men here.
Ali Rahman.
And Sir Saeed.
And what's your title?
I'm the CEO.
You're the CEO, of course.
Yep.
I'm the managing partner for Thailand, Malaysia, London Tea Exchange, and the owner of this store.
You're the owner of the store. So 2 very important people here today. So firstly, how have you found it this evening?
So it's been great to see so many old friends and some new ones. A lot of people I haven't met today. But, you know, London Tea Exchange, as we've done in the past, we love to support young talent, and that's what we're doing today. You know, it's great to see people making, you know, headlines in areas that traditionally the Asian community don't do. Especially from the Bangladeshi community. So that's what we, you know, when I got a call, I said, yes, of course, we'll host an event for the director, yeah.
And what about yourself?
Well, I mean, with tea, it brings people together, and that's what we're trying to do today. So London Tea Exchange, we're very proud to be hosting this event with a new release of a movie. We are very excited to watch it very soon as well. But traditionally, tea is all about bringing people together, and that's what we're doing tonight.
Well, thank you very much for hosting this event. I'm sure everybody appreciates it and your wonderful tea and your spread that you've got on today. Thank you very much. So I've got another special guest here today, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mayor of Worthing, Hannah Chaudhary. I come from Worthing, and I'm here to sort of celebrate these special moments. And I've just been told it's like going home. It sounds really, really interesting, and I think I would love to come and see it, even though I live like 2 hours away from here. But I will make another trip to come and watch that. And I just want to wish everyone all the best, the people who has worked on this film day and night tirelessly to give this beautiful message out to the people, and I'm sure it's going to be a great success.
I'm here with another audience member, and we're going to have a chat with him too.
Yes, hello, I'm Shadin Khosrow. I'm an actor. I watched Going Home, and Going Home, to me, it's highly experimental film, and it's too ahead for the Bengali normal audience, and I really liked it. And as I said, it's a highly experimental film, and it's like, what would I say? I should say Gibran, the director who has written that, and he made it. He had the guts, and he's brave enough to make this sort of film. It reminds me, while I was watching the film, it reminds me of a Japanese director called Peter Greenaway. I saw a couple of his films. One was Yellow Pillow Book, that sort of film. And this kind of film, again, is like reference. It stays long. And most of the film schools, they watch this sort of movies. And they let students watch it and analyze it and write. It's very good. I would say it's a masterpiece. I really liked it. But normal audience wouldn't take it easy.
I've found some more people to talk to about this evening.
Hi, my name is Councillor Rita. I'm Rita from Brent Council, and I came to watch the movie and the launch of it. It was really nice. It was a good movie to enjoy. I know it's a little preview, but it's a good, it's a lovely event, and it was nice to see everyone mingle with everybody, and looking at the artists and the producers as well. It's amazing to know that some of them are following their father's footsteps. These guys are famous from back home. I mean, I used to watch as a child their father's movies and their acting as well, which is amazing. And so it's good to see that they are actually keeping up that work and bringing it to UK and showcasing it as well.
And hello, can you introduce yourself?
Right. My name is Mitu Chowdhury. I'm the Secretary General of the BCA, one of the largest organisations in the UK. We contribute £4.2 billion to HM Revenue and Custom. It's incredible to see the Bangladeshi film, Bangladeshi writer producing some kind of something different, something special, something spectacular, and promoting in the UK. Because as you know, our new generation, next generation, they are not used to to this. But if we could ask them to come and see, and if we could tell them, look, this is what we do, this is what we're good at, and we can compete with Indian or any other countries. And I think it will be wonderful in promotion wise, and it's our opportunity to see it. And good luck to them. Hope everything goes well.
And I'm at the London Tea Exchange, and I'm with this beautiful lady.
Thank you.
So what is your name?
My name's Amy Chowdhury.
And how are you finding this evening?
Well, I'm actually quite surprised with the outcome here. It's very nice. I like to come to this outcome where I see all the community people come together. And it's such a pleasant to see that this initiative has been taken place. And I'm just wishing them a good luck here.
Maruf Ahmed. The film is quite good actually, and the way it's been portrayed and the message he wanted to portray. And in future, he's going to do another film on suicidal thoughts and on suicide itself, which is going to be really good. It may help people from, preventing from suicide and stuff like this. Thank you very much.
What did you think of the film? And what's your name?
My name is Liana. I think this type of film, it's really not in this generation in Bangladesh. It's really difficult to understand, and I think this type of audience is not ready to think about this type of film. So
sorry, why do you say that they're not ready?
Because in Bangladesh, there are audience are like different type of audience. They just
kind of strict.
Yeah,
they conservative.
Yeah, not conservative. Film means they think different type of films. There will be some songs, item songs, this type.
So like a Bollywood type thing.
Yeah. So it's not like that type of, isn't it? So I think for this movie, audience should be ready for this.
I'm here with Pandit
Dinesh. Jai Ho, Namaskar. I'm here. This young, beautiful lady asked me to take an interview, but actually we had come to see the film, and the film is really nice. It's very off track, but at the same time, the film holds everybody, and it was really nice to see the experimental thing Mashrul has done. He's done a very good job, and I really wish him all the best. That a movie coming from Bangladesh, but put in such a nice way,
The viewers. I remember a boy saying, "Oh, I didn't like this film because there isn't an item song in it," and that's fine. I'm not some highbrow filmmaker who doesn't like item songs. I myself, I love that song in The Bang Mungi Badnaam Hai. But my point as a maker is not every film needs to have songs shoved into them.
And that's it. It's Smanamia with Vod Talk in Brick Lane.